Hey, and welcome to Inacore Gaming. Today's video, we're going to continue our journey into Endless Space 2. If you saw the first video, you know that this is a game that I know very little about. I really have not played the game before. And so, as I discover things, you get to discover things. You get to take this journey with me. So, we have started back exactly where we left off. I don't really remember. If I look right here, it says we're in the middle of discover and colonize another system. But if I remember correctly, we had sent a colony ship here. Oh yeah, I see your outpost. Oh, that's right. You have to, before you can actually colonize a planet, you have to turn it into an outpost. It says 25 turns. So 25 turns before we'll colonize this planet. Okay. All right. We have a ship sitting here. What is that? This is also a ship. It is our ship, yes. The first Patriot's Navy. This is the first Savior's Navy. We apparently are doing research. 4 more turns until we have researched xenobiology. If we go into here, we're building Xeno-industrial infrastructure. 3 more turns, and then we will have a new settler in 6 turns after that, and a patrol. I wonder if that's 3 turns. Will it be 3 turns? It says complete in 6 turns, so it only takes 3 turns to make this and 3 turns to make that. Okay, so I think that about the only thing that we can do is explore. Yes, right click. Yes, it's a right click. Okay, and end our turn. This spaceship got closer. I'm not sure where I sent this one. I should have sent it this way. I'm not sure where it's going. You discover planet Auriga. This garden planet was used as a biological laboratory by the Concrete Endless, with myriad experiments run on both native and alien life forms. A site of major conflict during the Dust Wars, the environment degraded and the surface of the planet was eventually covered in ice. While there are rumors and expeditions that claim to have uncovered miraculous ruins and the vestiges of great empires. Today, Auriga is an icy tomb. Okay. I don't get anything for discovering it. No colonizable places with my current technology. Okay. And apparently no space routes out of this corner. So, and there are no space routes into this area. None out of here, and none out of here. So I'm really what is this? First defense. Where do these things keep coming from? Am I building those? Why is there a spaceship? This is what I was building. Right? I'm building a settler and a patrol ship. At least that's what I thought I was doing. Why are there ships? Cargo. Oh, I see. So that's what that is. These are the ships that are going from here to the outpost, because the outpost has got to be supplied until it becomes a colony. Aha. So that's what these are. So they're not really ships that I built. Yeah, see, I can't click on it. Okay, it's not like this one where I can actually, I can click on that and select it, right? Okay, I think I want this ship to go back this way. To me, that's sort of that's a point. If I look, I mean, this is for sure, and maybe this and this, and all of these, of course, they're all outer rim. This is probably the only one protected. I can't think of anything to do. So we'll end our turn. What happened here? Why was that discovered? Your empire now has access to Transvine. You can use it to upgrade your systems in the economy screen. Okay. How did we discover this? How did we discover that? I don't see a notice of any kind saying that we have covered it somehow. I don't know. It said we look at our economy screen. Mastering the economy screen will be key to making you rich. Here you will manage your trade companies, get access to the marketplace, and elaborate your system developments once you've reached the right technologies. Hover over each screen section to know exactly which technologies are required. Notice that this screen is accessible using the F3 shortcut. Economy and Trade Technology Stage 3. Missing technology commercial frameworks. Apparently have 10 dust deciduous trees. I get +2 per turn. I have dust inflation. Inflation is a small multiplier applied to dust expenditures. Inflation affects marketplace transactions, the cost of buyouts, ships repairs, and ships upgrades. The inflation is based on the total amount of dust produced in a galaxy. The higher this total amount, the higher the inflation factor. So does that mean things are costing me 1.08 more than they're supposed to? It says expenditures. So when I say it's supposed to, so this is like a tax or something, It's inflation, not really a tax, but it's like my money's not quite worth as much as other places, so you have inflation. I'm not an economist, so I don't really understand, but I do know that inflation means that your dollar is worth less. Okay, 2 more turns. Construction complete. So our infrastructure was completed. Now we're working on a settler. And so if we go here, now where can I see? This lists the things that can be constructed. Okay. Where is it that I can look at the things that are constructed already? I wonder. Would be nice to know. Well, I'm going to. I think we do need another patrol. We do need a settler, but if I remember correctly, the last thing we built this one has the least cost. This one can't afford it. This is a system improvement, a system improvement, and a system improvement. It says initial, industry. Let's build the initial one. Okay. Alright, I don't know how many you can have in queue, probably more than 3, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I don't want to spend money that I don't have. Fixing to have, must still be having excess food, because excess food turns into people. Let's end our turn. Research has been completed. So we get a new system improvement, and we can now colonize tundra. So looks like you can select one here. Okay, so apparently when you research that one, we got that one. Or maybe we already had this one? Still not sure about that, because we researched this one and we didn't get this one. It didn't automatically give it to us. I like a balanced approach, and I think that we're going to have to go into military now. So why is this a red circle and this is not? Is this military and this is not a military thing? Some of you guys out there who have played before might want to give me a comment and maybe make some suggestions for the way we should do our research. Why is this and this opened, but this is not? Don't really understand what's going on, I don't believe. I don't believe I understand. But maybe we'll learn. We'll figure it out one way or another, huh? Research is complete. Done. Leave the technology screen. I'm leaving the ship here just as sort of, if something comes in here or here, I'll be able to move that ship to fight them. Don't know that this patrol ship can really do a whole lot, but I'm not going to go down without at least a fight, right? So construction is complete. I've completed a settler. Okay. Here's a settler. Okay. Looks like I moved it from here out into the world. But if I remember right, there was a colonizable planet here. And so that's where we want to head. I don't know how quickly we want to grow. The problem may be, see, we're already sending food here, right? So if we colonize this planet, put an outpost there, will we have enough food? Will there be enough food to keep sending food here and keep sending food there? Not sure. We can send the settler there. Can we? May not be able to move. Says it has 5 of 5. But it's not letting me click on. May not be able to move the first time out of. See, it won't let me go back to that, so I think that's all we can do. We'll give it another turn, and now we have 2 instead of 1, so that's good. Let's go here, tell it to come here. Okay, and we'll end our turn. Cooperative quest started. There are heroes and there are heroes. Legends of prowess, familiar to all, yet witnessed by none. The heroes of these tall tales are a dime a dozen. But in the leaders you have met, and in the murmurs of your crews and colleagues there are stories of other heroes, living heroes, whose actions and efforts have changed the course of battles and bureaucracies. whose actions and decisions have been pivotal in the rise and fall of empires. And when one speaks of these heroes, masters of dust, and its vast powers, one also speaks of the place where they studied, where they learned these feats of strength and genius. It is simply referred to as the Academy. Some seem to present it as a center of higher learning, while others mention it in tones more suitable to worship and epiphany. Backtrack the paths of heroes by exploring 5 atmospheric curiosities. There are as few in number as they are great in power. The heroes of the galaxy, they learned their skills. Place be first to find this place, and some of its secrets will be yours. Use the fleet action, start expedition, to explore curiosities. Atmospheric is a particular type of curiosity. You can mouse over a curiosity's icon to see its type. You have to search at least one curiosity to have a chance at a reward. Okay. Gained 1 population. I don't know if that's good or not. Don't they eat food? Does that mean that I have less food now? Did we go from 12 to 6? Constructed a patrol. Okay. It appears that the industrialist political party is in the lead, but who knows what will happen on election day. Political surveys are important tools for anything like the results of forthcoming. If you want to get a better idea of the political support in individual systems, zoom into the star system management view for the system in question. In one turn, your empire will see its first election. Good luck. Okay. So, going to have an election, huh? I'm almost positive that was 12. 7.7. 35 from colony base, 32 from planet, 10 from drone networks. -7 from food to what? Population? 30 -30 food goes to the outpost, and -32 from consumption. So 32, I'm not sure, I guess 32 is what's being eaten. 4, 8 each would be 32. -7 from corn to people. Oh, that's so 7. So if we take 35 and 32, that's 67 plus 10 is 77. -62 is 15. 14.2 minus 7.7 would be 6.3. So we got, and the food is lost, if I remember, isn't that right? Huh. I'm not sure. 46 turns until we get another person. But we can put in The industrialists are in the lead. I think we need some more science. If we look here, we still have 10 more turns before this outpost becomes a colony. 10 more turns. Let's see. We also constructed a patrol boat. How do we do that? We clicked here, it moved it here, and then it can't move this time. Still only have one. It's going to stay idle. Let's end our turn. Thought we were going to have an election. We didn't get a notice of any kind? Let's move our fleets. Okay. We can take this fleet now, go this way, do a little more exploring. Does that look like it's going to come back to here? Very well may. See, we're sending 32 to this outpost. And we don't have enough. I mean, we can't send. Will that reduce? Will that make it last long? I think we need to not colonize this planet just yet. Is what I'm thinking in my head. Don't colonize that planet until this becomes an outpost. Once this is an outpost, I mean, once it's a colony and no longer an outpost, we should stop sending food to it. Then we can colonize this, turn it into an outpost, and that food can then be shipped here. That is what I'm thinking anyway. Okay. We'll end our turn. Aha. Laying down the law. Kudos, you have accrued enough influence to pass your first law. Open the Senate screen via the control banner to learn more. Okay. There are 6 political parties and law categories: militarist, scientist, ecologist, pacifist, religious, and industrialist. Crucially, the leading political parties of your Senate determine the categories of laws you can pass. In the Active Laws pane, click on the Pass Laws button to see what laws can be voted. Okay. Pass laws. No matter how well you try to sell it, when taxes go up, nobody is happy. While it won't lead to revolution, this latest hike in value-added tax does cause some discontent in the population. Minus 20. Well, I don't think I want to. Believing that the standard of education is not where it should be, students of all levels have additional courses in math, science, technology. The additional effort to improve technical knowledge will pay off, but there are a lot of unhappy scholars out there. -2 per person on systems. Well, seems to me like if you're going to pass something like this, I'm not sure I'm going to, but if you're going to, now would be a good time to do it because we only have 4 people. So, I mean, the less people you have, the less negative impact. Of course, the less positive impact it has as well. Primarily a way to turn technology and science development into new cool gadgets, this law was much derided for simply coming up with new ways for the average student to waste time and resources for personal pleasure. So it's plus 20 approval, but it's minus 10% on systems. Again, a time to do it is brand new. Of course, I guess once a law is in place, maybe it doesn't. So you may have to think, hey, well, it's fine. It doesn't have much of an effect now, but 100 turns from now, what's it going to be? Everybody loves good news from the frontiers of the empire, and this legislation helps to formalize and encourage the feel-good factor that comes with the founding of a new colony on a distant world, as well as instituting an official period of national celebration. This rule further fosters the whole population's sense of contentment by lowering the barriers for industrial expansion. Plus 20% food on outposts. Plus 25 approval on systems for 5 turns when occurring in a new colony, either by invasion or through completion of an outpost. Well, that sounds good. I don't see a drawback there. As the war effort surges on, industrial livelihoods have presented a law that would help them increase output at shipyards across the empire. Their proposal only asks for a few key safety regulations to be suspended, complete with promises they will internally self-regulate to minimize likely increases of risk of workplace injuries. The only one that looks good to me is this one. Past laws immediately apply their powerful effects on them, or how an upkeep and influence must be paid, based on the number of systems owned and the law power. If paying this upkeep becomes impossible, then laws start being abrogated progressively. Okay? Next election in 2 turns. Wow. Okay. 2 turns. Alright, well, I think that's some progress. It's been 30 minutes or so. I think that's plenty. The last video was over an hour. Seemed a little long to me. I'm not sure anybody wants to watch a video for an hour. But let's keep this one a little shorter this time. I appreciate you tuning in. If you like this content, if you like these videos, if you like my channel, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Click the like button. Put in a comment. Give me some information, some feedback. It would be great. I would love it. I do read it. At this point, of course I read them. There's no one making comments right now. The channel's still brand new. So any comment will be read probably more than once at this point. Please consider giving me a like, giving me a comment, consider subscribing to the channel. More content will come. Thank you for taking this journey with me on here. As always, I encourage you to find a place of worship that you feel comfortable in and that you enjoy, and attend it regularly with an open heart and an open mind. And I think that you will find, as I find it, I think that you will also find that that is a very rewarding and fulfilling experience. Thanks again for tuning in to Innercore Gaming. Until next time, see you later.